Hi everyone, it's Plastic EP coming in from Melbourne, Australia. Let me explain to you, it's not every day that I get and I find really great talent. And coming in from Washington, DC, I've got Sophia Marie. How are you today, Sophia?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I just finished my junior year of college, so I'm looking forward to the summer. Actually, heading to Italy in like 3 days or 2 days, actually.
Now listen,
So,
I'm going to ask you, if you got a love of Italy or something, because you got a song called Menace in Venice, and I
yeah.
like this song, and I think it's groovy. And as I said to you, reminds me a little bit, if you go back in time, of a song that was going like, I know what boys want. I know what girls like. Like, it's really a groovy song. You'll have to look it up because I don't think you know it. It's
No, literally,
back
I
in
have.
my day, but it's so fun. And your song is fun too. And I like the way how you go overseas to Italy, right? You do a song, and I like it. Explain that to me, how the song came up in your head.
The song actually came about. It was initially going to be about being a girl in Washington D.C. because I had this thing where like I'd go to places and men would like give me free things. I'd go to like coffee shops and I'd be like, "Oh, it's so fun to be like this like LA girl," because they're like, "Oh my God, you're from Los Angeles." And then the same thing happens when you're like abroad. I think we have this weird kind of like infatuation, when someone's like not from around us. So like in America, you have girls pining after like British actors, Irish people like with their accents and their different languages and stuff. You have like people like loving Timothy Chalamet because he's speaks in the French accent and the French language. So it's like anytime you go abroad, you're kind of seen as like this mysterious aura, and like it's nice to have that attention on you. And so I wanted a song that kind of like celebrated that, but it actually it's kind of a guise of like a sadder thing underneath. Like the song is about how the one guy you care about like isn't giving you attention, and so you're seeking out all this attention from other people to kind of make up for his apathy. So that's what the song's like really about. But it has this upbeat vibe to kind of contrast the actual sadder meaning, I guess.
But you know what's great? Going to Italy, to me, you nailed it. It's like a trip overseas. A girl goes overseas and she gets attention, or she wants attention. But to me, I've been to Italy, as you know, and the great thing is you go there, you look at the cakes, you sit in the cafes, you drink coffee, and you just take in what's all around, and everyone's walking past going, "Oh, she must be Italian, or she must be overseas American," or they say, "Are you Australian?" Like, they love trying to find out your business, and most people that go overseas don't usually tell people their business. Or if they're chased by people, they don't like being chased, because over there, as I said, they're like wild. You know what I mean? The men are like wild over there, and they see someone beautiful and they go, "Oh, bellissimo." You know what I mean? And it's like they like to flirt. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't like flirting. They'd rather look at the cakes. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. It's like kind of the contrast of like, do you want to engage in this, or do you want to? Are you going to the foreign country for like all the beautiful art? And I think I don't know. I'm always a romantic person that I always romanticize everything. So I can say I'm going for somewhere for different reasons, but like I don't know if something like it's just life is short, and if you're in a like foreign country, it just automatically has this like romantic ambiance around it that I find myself always kind of searching for it, or at least being very observant of what could potentially occur, I guess.
Wash up on Mediterranean shores, and I go to Roman coffee shops. Once I walk through the door, the boys all give me free things, so it's so fun to be a girl. In Italy, I don't even try to flirt. I just smile, and the boys all comment on my West Coast style. Buy me alcohol in Europe, I can drink. Oh, it's so fun to be a girl in a foreign country. And all the time I'm thinking, I'll flirt with him. I'll make you so jealous. And while I think you'll stand so helpless, I'll flirt with him. God, I am just so reckless. I'm your new menace here.
London has been like my center of a lot of writing. I love London because I find that London is like this kind of cosmopolitan center of a bunch of different national origins. You have like everyone all around the EU. I guess not so much anymore because of Brexit, but like, you know, all these different people coming to London because it's such a mecca of like business and art and everything. So I found that that's a place I write a lot about. And I only really write about Italy. I haven't been there in a while. I write about it because this one guy I was like in love with was Italian. So I just write about it.
Now I got to ask you, have you been to Greece?
Yes, I have been to Greece.
When did you go to Greece?
I went to Greece. I went twice in my life. So I went when I was 12 and then again when I was 16. We went to Delos, Santorini, Mykonos. Where else did we go? Athens, Sparta. So it was really fun. I love it.
I love your accent, how you say Mykonos.
Mykonos.
All that right.
Yeah.
We're being Australian. We pronounce it different, right? I mean, for Greek parents, we go Mykonos.
Yeah, I went to Australia like 6 years ago.
Yeah, what was that like?
It was super awesome. We went to Sydney first. So we did like the Sydney Opera House. I remember I was kind of young and we watched like a 3-hour opera that we all fell asleep for. It was hilarious, but we still did it. It was awesome. We walked on the bridge. That was super fun. And then we went to Canberra because actually my second cousins live in Canberra. So like, you know, the capital, like there isn't as much to do as in like Sydney and Canberra, but like it was just fun because they were there. So we did like a bunch of like
I'm from Melbourne. Sydney's crazy. We love it down here in Melbourne. It's like, to me, it's, you know, it's just a fantastic place for places to eat, music, everything. And as I said, my parents were Greek background and I've been born in Melbourne. So it's like, I can't tell you how cosmopolitan we are. I went to Canada and I've got relatives in Kitchener, Ontario. And I went there and I said, listen, this coffee's like rubbish. Come to Melbourne and we'll give you a cappuccino. You'll know what a real coffee is and a real cake. Because here we got everything. We got an Italian guy here that's got restaurants and he went overseas to Italy and he got the world title of the best pizza. So we don't have to go to Italy to have a pizza. This guy's already won the award worldwide. How great's that?
That's so funny. You know, I have to go to Melbourne. Then after we went to Port Douglas and then we left. So it was like 3 weeks, but we didn't get to go to Melbourne. That is the next one, Melbourne, definitely.
Yeah, I've been to Port Douglas. It's really nice. But as I said, Melbourne is like, can't describe it to you unless you come. By then, you've written more songs and put more stuff out. Now, tell me, I want to know what songs you got out in the world that you can tell everyone where they can go and listen to the songs. What have you released?
Yeah, so my debut single, so I just basically started learning, like, I learned the guitar like 2 years ago, and then I started writing like August of 2020. So that's when I started like making songs, was August of 2020. Over that time, I've made like probably 80 songs. I've only had 5 like fully produced because that obviously comes with a lot of like economic, you know, money being churned out and time in that, and it's hard being like a student and stuff. But my debut single was released January of 2022, this year. And then I released an EP called Foreigner that had 3 tracks, including the song Foreigner, the song Narcissist, which deals with the dating scene in Washington, D.C., about how in D.C. we have these like really narcissistic kind of like JFK wannabe types. And it was just hilarious, like coming in and having to like figure out that world of dating with them when they just like keep bragging and talking about themselves. And it's like, oh my God. And then Venice Beach to DC that was my debut single. That was in my EP, my first EP. And then I just released 2 more singles that I produced with this awesome producer in Ireland, in Cork, when I was studying abroad there at Trinity College this past fall. So What a Waste is the title of that song. And it's about London, and it's about me going back to London, being really sad over this guy and trying to like retrace a love story that was never really fully finished. And then Menace in Venice is the newest song I just put out of May of 2022. And that's about like being heartbroken over that same sad guy. And so you're just like trying to seek out all the attention from other people you can get. But what's really interesting is like all these songs were written like a year and a half ago at least. So it's weird to finally have them out in the world because I feel like I'm in like a different headspace than I was before then, you know? And I have all these new songs I want to release, and I'm like, I have so many more emotions and paths I want to go down right now. So it's super fun, and I'm so excited to keep releasing music. I just also released a music video actually this morning. with a fellow Georgetown student where I go to school at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. I study politics. And so it was all filmed at Georgetown. So that was just done. So if you can search up Sophia Marie, Venice Beach to DC, that music video just happened. And I have my Spotify, Apple Music, all Sophia Marie.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Now with your songwriting, as I said, the more you get into it, because as I said, you're young. That's what's fantastic. You know, you got the whole world in front of you and whatever platform and direction you want to go in. And like, isn't it fab when you record a song and you get an idea and you just go for it and do it and it just takes a life of its own?
I know, it's so nice. It's the most amazing thing in the entire world. I can turn literally anything into like a song. I can just like any kind of heartbreak or any kind of I feel like it's easier for me though to write from like a lot of anger and sadness. Like I don't know what that is about me, but I have a lot of songs where I'm just like really, I get back at people that were like, that I thought were like wrong. It's kind of like early Taylor Swift vibes when she did like Picture to Burn, or like what was it, the song? Revenge. Oh, Better Than Revenge. Like I feel like I have a lot of those, or Should Have Said No, when she's talking about like, how dare you cheat on me? Like I have a lot of those songs. Like Narcissist is very like savage, like you're a narcissist, dude. Foreigner is like, just because you're foreign doesn't mean I'm gonna be obsessed with you anymore. Like you have to have something else. You have to have a personality. Not just that you speak a different language. And then Menace and Venice is also like very, very fun and like, oh my God, I'm better. But I feel like I want to go down the path of writing where it's more like intimate and shows me in more kind of a less, I think I kind of be really performative sometimes. So I want to do music that's more like me. So What a Waste was like a very step away from that and was very like really sad, heartbreaking ballad that I like to indulge in sometimes.
And then do you want to go out and start playing live, or you're already doing that?
I'm not doing live. I did one show when my debut single released. I did a show in Manhattan Beach, where I live in California, and then that was super fun. But then I was at DC. It was been really hard to like play because I'm swamped with studying, and I also was working as an intern at the French embassy. So I was like so dead inside, and I didn't have time to like venture out. And then my record label, and like got a little controversial with my record label. It's a student-run record label, so I couldn't perform at like their events on Georgetown. So that was a little sad, but we'll figure it out this summer. We'll do things.
Now, Sophia, I want you to tell everybody now what social media platforms you're on. Give some links now. Tell everyone, take your time.
Yes. So on Instagram, it's la.sophiamarie. Has two meanings. It's like LA, obviously Los Angeles, but then also like I don't know. I like French a lot. My grandmother's French, so La Sophia Marie or LA Sophia Marie. I'm also on Facebook. I'm on Spotify as Sophia Marie. I'm on YouTube as Sophia Marie. Venice Beach, DC. The music video just dropped, so go check that out on YouTube. What else do I have? I'm trying to think. Apple Music, same thing. Deezer is apparently a French streaming platform that I learned from my friends at the French embassy. But yeah, those are my main social networks. So follow me there, keep up with me. I'm super excited to release new music. Yeah,
that's groovy. I just want to say it's been fantastic having you on as a guest today, and all the best to you. And people are going to check out your song and your music, and I'm sure they're going to like it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was so nice talking to you. I can't believe it's so early in the morning there.
Find me in these dive bars, bleach blonde hair in a red guitar. I show up to lecture halls with bright pink beats. No, I don't stay out of the way. Neon clothes so they know I'm here to stay. Flip-flops and short shorts and aviator sweatshirts are a dead giveaway, 'cause they all know me as the student from a completely different world. And they all see me as this obsessive LA girl. I'm just a girl from across the country, and everyone here has politicians speak, but I've got the legally blonde in me. In my suitcase I've packed 6 bikinis, trading in Venice Beach for as her accent switches back from Cali to DC. All my different interests are hard to combat. All these different places I wanna get back to. Going abroad seems like the easiest choice of them all. So call me crazy, I'll just let it be. At least I'm not boring, I'm psychotic. You don't wanna make a villain out of me. I'm just a girl from across the country, and everyone here has politicians speak, but I've got the legally blonde in me. In my suitcase I pack 6 bikinis, training in Venice Beach for DC. I'll take you on a real West Coast date, 'cause I'm no Jackie, but you're no JFK. Never been attracted to those old money types anyway. You're the only real thing in this whole goddamn place. I'm just a girl from across the country, and everyone here has politicians speak, but